I think we all owe a huge round of applause to our final speaker today, who's Moe Levin, who organized this fantastic event and has just done an amazing job with all the North American Bitcoin conferences. So give him a huge round of applause and listen to what he has to say.
Didn't realize how bright it was on stage. Thank you for the whistles. Guys, as always, I'm surprised and encouraged by the turnout at conferences like this one. I'd like to think that it was the great lineup of speakers, the discussion, your friends that brought us here, but I could admit that it might have been a little bit of Miami Beach in the winter that brought us here. But there's no boardwalk quite as entertaining and revealing as the one here. If some of you came here from the cold, you'll know there's nowhere like it here. And so a big shout out, thank you to the Fillmore Theater, Miami Beach, and the great people here in Miami that have helped make this possible. I have to say, in the last 2 days, I've been constantly inspired by all the enthusiastic and visionary people I've met. I think we've really been lucky at this conference to have such a broad mix of people with such skills and backgrounds together in one place for 2 days. It's been great to share some discussions with the seasoned Bitcoin enthusiasts who bring years of experience, and newcomers that came to grow their knowledge or came to share their expertise in fields like regulation and banking. Thanks to this unique mix of people, my view of the currency is certainly more nuanced than when I came here, and I've watched the Bitcoin community grow before my very own eyes. The fact that we were all able to come here, many at short notice, from all over the globe, most, if not all of us, making our travel plans using our phones, shows me how rapidly our world has changed in recent years, and what an important role technology now plays in all our lives. It also shows me how ready the world is for a new form of payment that is as easy and international as the rest of the technology in our lives. It shows me that it's time to move forward with Bitcoin and give the world a currency befitting of our current age. And thanks to your attendance, it shows me that other people feel the same way. In my view, the very first big steps to bringing Bitcoin into the mainstream have been taken, and we are at a juncture now that we must make wise choices to ensure its success. As we've heard in discussions and as we've seen in the last year, regulation and tax law are not about to go away. They're an unavoidable part of the world in which we want to bring Bitcoin. I believe, as many of you here do, that we need to work with regulators and respect governments and in turn be accepted by the mainstream. If we go it alone and remain outside the system, others will step into our niche that we have created. And it'll be a great tragedy because no other payment system will ever be as open source and community oriented as Bitcoin. And these are two very unique traits in today's world. Speaking of growing Bitcoin acceptance, I've been really impressed by the different types of startups we've seen this year. And today, during the startup stage, we've seen some amazing companies like Augur, CryptoKit. We've seen Tether revolutionizing the way we store money. Just to name a few, and they're thinking beyond what's normal and accepted, and thinking about what's next. For me, that kind of thinking encapsulated where we came from as a community. It's the kind of thinking that will take us further. Things like more efficient mining, more secure storage, new wallets will serve not only to make the currency more stable and trusted, but will make its use easier, which is key for both vendors and consumers alike. On a personal level, if that's the right word, some of the companies I've met here, like Sean's Outpost and the College Crypto Network, are some of the coolest startups. The way that both organizations are, in different ways, harnessing the power of Bitcoin for social good is really inspiring. They show that Bitcoin has the potential not only to make payment easier, but also has the ability to enable quick, easy global giving for a variety of social projects. I wish them luck with their endeavors and encourage everyone here to support them. Probably one of the biggest reasons for you all to be here for the weekend, aside from the beach and the bars and the boardwalk, of course, was the large group of very talented and experienced speakers and panelists. One of the big aims of this conference was to help set the direction for Bitcoin's near future, and I can't imagine a better group of people to enable that. With their help, I think we've made some headway this weekend in defining the largest teething points that are inhibiting growth. We've made some steps towards overcoming these with new technologies and a more unified approach. Even if no concrete steps have been made, I know for a fact that many connections have been made, many new ideas have been forged, and that the work that was done here this weekend will come to fruition in the very near future. I had the same feeling last year, and I saw the year turn out to be a vision of what we saw in January come to life throughout the year. As such, I would like to sincerely thank all our speakers and panelists for their gracious gift of their time and their open attitude to discussion. Likewise, I'd like to say a thank you for prioritizing this conference over the million other important things in your lives, like your parents, your children, your garden, you name it, and for coming here instead. As I said in the start, the enthusiasm and dedication of everyone I've met here has inspired me even more than I expected, and my expectations were high. Lastly, if you take anything home from this weekend, aside from a hangover, I want it to be this one thing. Bitcoin is really on the brink of monumental breakthrough. We are the agents of change. Let's all work together to make this happen. Thank you.